Unit 5 Skill for Employment 1. First topic, ability to read and follow instructions. Ability to read and follow instructions, giving and receiving instructions, directions, language of instructions, transcoding information, graphic communication, charts, tables, and transcoding. Now let us see one by one. Ability to read. Language ability is identified by some as a set of language skills. A great deal of teaching and testing materials are organized around one such proposal, that of the four skills, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing, which is commonly called as LSRW. And the four skills model still remains pedagogically useful today, though it lacks support of empirical findings. Reading is considered by many teachers, textbook writers, and language test constructors to be made up of different skills and components. A reading skill can be described as a cognitive ability which a person is able to use when interacting with text. Thus, unlike comprehension, which can be viewed as a product of reading a particular text, skills are seen as parts of a generalized reading process. So far, many different lists, taxonomies, and even hierarchies of skills have been developed. Davis, 1968, defines 8 skills. Mumbai, 1978, elaborately writes a reading ability list. He distinguishes 19 reading micro skills, which has been influential in syllabus and materials design as well as language test design. Heaton, 1988, also defines 14 skills of reading ability. Huggies, 1989, describes 4 levels of reading skills: macro skills, micro skills, grammatical and lexical abilities, and low-level operations. Introduction to follow instructions. Following instructions is a part of everyday life. Reading skill helps one to understand the instructions that they faced in the life. It is a child's ability to act on requests by others. Following instructions requires the child to attend the detail in spoken language, to sequence the information in the appropriate steps, and to seek clarification if they have trouble remembering or recalling the information. At home, parents ask their children to do things around the house. Example, put the cup on the table. And at school, teachers ask their students to follow commands within the classroom. For example, go to your bag and get your lunch. And within the academic task, example, copy the spelling words on the board, then put each of them into a sentence. When children engage with these peers, they often give each other instructions in play. For example, can you put the doll in the bed? Or let's make the train to go to the station. Then get the people. The necessity in developing the ability to following instructions, they are as follows. It is important for everyone, especially children, to be able to follow instructions so that they can function effectively across different environments. For example, home, kindergarten, school, when at the park or visiting a friend's house. If a child struggles with following instructions, this impacts on their ability to reach desired purpose or outcome and thus complete tasks effectively. The necessary elements to develop the skill of following instructions. First one, hearing. Second one, receptive, means understanding. Language. Comprehension of language, especially concepts and vocabulary. Attention and concentration. Continual effort, doing activities without distraction and being able to hold that effort long enough to get the task done. Working memory. The ability to temporarily retain and control information involved in language, comprehension, reasoning, and learning new information, and to update this information as changeovers. 1 to 2 years of age can follow simple step instructions. Example, give the cup to mom. 2 to 3 years of age can follow two-part commands. Example, go to your room and get your jacket. 3 to 4 years of age can follow three-part instructions. Example, point to the cat, dog, and monkey. Problems with following instructions. If a child had difficulties with following instructions, they might need instructions to be presented in short and simple manner. Struggle with following longer instructions and commands need to be repeated. Fail to follow instructions accurately and often misinterprets information. Appears to be distracted or non-compliant. Look at you blankly when you give them an instruction. Avoid carrying out instructions by talking about something else to distract the person. Look at peers to work out what they need to do. The problems occur with following instructions. When a child has following instruction difficulties, they might also have difficulties with behavior, the action of a person, usually in relation to their environment. Completing academic work. The child may misinterpret or fail to comprehend verbal or written instructions for classroom activities and are therefore unable to complete work and fail to meet the task requirements. Planning and sequencing. The sequential multi-step task or activity performance to achieve a well-defined result. Steps to improve following instructions. Eye contact. Get the child's visual attention before giving them an instruction. Single instructions. Give your child only one instruction at a time. Simple language. Keep language simple and direct. Break verbal instructions into parts. Instead of go and get your lunch box and your hat and go outside. Say get your lunch box when the child has followed that instruction. Say now get your hat, then okay, now you can go outside. Repeat. Get your child to repeat the instruction to ensure that they have understood what they need to do. Example, go and get your bag, then sit at the table. What do I want you to do? First and then. Use this concept to help the child know what order they need to complete the command. Example, first get your jacket, then put on your shoes. Clarify. Encourage the child to ask for clarification if they forget part of the instruction or have trouble understanding what they need to do. Encourage them to ask for the command to be repeated or clarified. Example, can you say that again, please? Visual aids. Example, pictures, gestures, body language, and facial expression can be used to assist the child's comprehension and recall of the instruction. Visual cues. Visual cues can often be very useful to help the child follow longer instructions as it provides them with something to refer back to if they are having difficulty remembering what they need to do. It also highlights the order in which they need to complete the instruction. Steps to giving and following instruction in the workplace. If you are a boss, supervisor, or manager, you are probably used to giving a lot of directions at work. But if you are not, you may be someone who mostly takes instructions from others. To get a task done properly, there are a few things we can call to do, give, and follow directions more effectively. Tips on giving directions. First, provide context and be specific. Second, ask politely rather than barking orders. Third, offer the other person the opportunity to ask questions. Fourth, resist any urge to micromanage. This makes your team member feel respected and trusted and give clear, helpful feedback or constructive criticism if the task was done improperly. Tips on taking directions and fulfilling tasks. First one, actively listen. Second one, take notes. Third one, ask questions. Fourth one, respond with a good attitude. Fifth one, before starting the task, make a checklist. Now let us see the explanation one by one. For this, 5 tips. Actively listen. Try to listen intently, not just hear. Take notes. Instead of trying to remember everything, write it down. Ask questions. If you are even slightly unsure of what you are being asked to do, don't be afraid to ask questions. Respond with a good attitude. If you go into the conversation with a bad attitude, it's likely that performing the task will be much more challenging. Before starting the task, make a checklist. Whenever there is a job that requires multiple steps, try organizing to-do list. Check things of as you go to make sure you don't miss anything. Finally, we came to the conclusion of Unit 5 Skill for Employment 1. Thank you.